I want to make sure, Emmanuel, can you type a message? Let me see if I can see it.
Okay, so let me type. Do you see it?
Huh?
Do you see the message? You should go up at the top. You will see an option for chat. You have to open the chat so the dialog box is open in front of you.
I'm trying to see that. I see. I see more. Okay. Now when I go to okay, okay. Yeah, I want this to be open. Yes. I want to see. So if the way you can call my attention is to just type a message. Hello, everyone.
They will not. They will not respond. Losing the microphones are all muted.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So unmute all of them. Okay, they are all listening to me, right?
Yes.
They can all hear me.
So
Emmanuel, you saw my message?
yes, I did.
Okay, so I say please reply to this message with your first name if you can see this message. So I want for everybody to just reply with their first name. I see Chemo. I see Enoch.
Better still, you could just reply your full name. Let me take the attendance from there.
Okay, I see. Okay, so you can go ahead with your full name, Christopher Smith, and then if you do your full name, maybe attendance as well, ID as well. Sorry, James. Okay, so the reason I'm saying this also is that if I'm talking and you have a concern, you can put your hand up or you can just type a message here, and I will know that you are talking, and I need your attention. Emmanuel, can you see my full screen, or you can see also this window with you can see my full screen,
I want to see
on
your
the
top.
PowerPoint screen, you can see info.
The top
You
pull it.
okay? That is good. So that's what I wanted to put across. So let's get to business. Okay, so in this topic, we'll try to. This topic is actually the business information system. It's chapter 1. It's just an overview of MIS. In here, we'll try to explain uh, management information system and then define digital information and also talk about the binary system.
Listen, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay. What I wanted to put forward, I've done it. Okay. So, like I was saying, we'll also try to identify the function of the different type of information system. We'll describe some of the career in information system. I'm very sure we did this topic with at least one of the class, but we'll run through it. So we talk about binary. The truth is that information system work with digital technology, and digital technology depend on binary. Binary is the 0 and 1 concept. It's actually 2 digits. What that means is that every character, every number, even sound in all languages, so long it have to be digitized, it has a 0 and 1 equivalent. So when you change all character to a 0 and 1 equivalent, that is information system, because that's why we call it a machine language. That's the language. Binary language is the language the machine understands. So everything that will go into an information system have to be digital to that level. So even if you say hello and spell it, it has a binary equivalent. If you write a decimal number, there's a binary equivalent. And I know most of you in high school, you learn how to. Emmanuel Hassan is not seeing my screen.
I don't know. That's a problem. But I'm seeing it, and I don't know if someone else isn't seeing it. Dennis Cooley, I'm unmuting you. Are you seeing the screen? Hello, Jack Brown.
Yes, sir. I seen the screen live.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Jack,
I'm talking. So,
Yeah, Chief, I
what?
get the screen live.
Okay, so what is the problem with Hassan?
Can't tell, Chief.
Unmute him. Let's see. Let's talk to him directly.
Thank you once more. I'm seeing the screen now. At first, I was not seeing it.
Okay, that's fine. So let me progress. Hassan is seeing the screen. Okay, just alert me by typing if you need me. Okay, so again, all information can be represented by the use of 0 and 1. That's the key point I want you to know. All information, it can be voice, video, text. There is a 0 and 1 equivalent for all of them. And another important thing I want you to know about information is that information can be represented, stored, communicated, and what? Processed digitally. That's very important. Information can be presented. That means it can be shown to you in a way you understand it. It can be stored. You can keep it for future use or future reference or future manipulation. Information can be communicated. That you can take it from one source to another. And it can be processed. You can use it to get to you another information. And we are saying all of this can be done what? Digitally. That's important. You have to know that. Okay. And one thing we notice about digital system is that they are very powerful system and they are very fast. If you are doing something conventionally, they have the human advantages, but nothing is faster like a digital system. They are very powerful, and in modern day, they have turned out to be very useful and important. Okay. Now, there's a reason why we study information system. Businesses or entities use information system to make sound decisions and to solve problems. The key thing I want you to know about problem is anything that you don't desire. It's a situation you want to overcome. And then when you have a problem, then you have to make a decision. And you only make a decision when you have more than one option. You only make a decision when you have more than one option. And you are likely to make a good decision when you have accurate information. I repeat, when you have a problem, then you got to, it's something undesired. Then it means you got to make a decision. In making decision is trying to find a solution to the problem. But you only make decision when you have more than one option. And for you to make accurate decision, you need to get accurate information and timely one too. And this is key to any business success. We say for any business to be successful, they need to be able to gather correct information, store that information, and be able to use it. The whole idea of running businesses is about manipulating information, gathering information, keeping it, and using it when you need it. Now, the purpose of information system is to support these activities. What are these activities we're talking about? Can anybody tell me what are these activities?
Okay, Patrick. I'll mute Patrick. Patrick, I'm trying to unmute you, but I don't know why. It's not working out.
I just typed the question. Anybody can type it.
Sure.
But the thing is, on the screen, I'm asking you something. We said that key to success in business are what? Gathering correct information, storing information, and using them. And we are saying that information system is used to support this activity. So I was just asking you to recode what I said. The activity that information systems support are what? The use of information, the storage of information, and the gathering of information. Are you there? You have to be able to look at your text message and see what I typed.
Yes, sir. We are here. We are hearing you. So the microphones are giving problem. Just what I was about to say, but you already said it. But we're hearing you.
Okay, good. So that is key. So the purpose of information system, you know, one thing I want you to grab today is this. I want you to understand what is information. I want you to understand what is information system. And I want you to understand what is information technology. And I want you to understand what is management information technology. 4 things. What is information? What is information system? What is information technology? And what is management information technology? Management information system, sorry. And if there's a 5th one, what is a system? These are just related terms you've heard about, but I want you to get it in a perspective today. So, and we just defined the first one. We are saying that information system is used to support the activity of gathering information, storing it, and using them. But we'll talk about it a little more. I hear Stanley saying that he does not get me. I don't know whether he means he doesn't understand or he doesn't hear me. These are 2 different things. Stanley, I just type a message. Is it that you can't hear me or you don't understand me? What is your problem, Stanley Flomo? Okay, so quickly, data is raw information, and information is processed data. Take note of that. And system is the combination of units to achieve a goal. I repeat, data are raw. They are not processed. Information are processed data that reveal something, and system is the combination of units, individual units that achieve a goal. So it's important to understand the difference and the similarity between the 3 things. One is data, one is information, one is system. So we are saying that data is a given fact. It can be number, statement, or picture. But information is a fact or a conclusion that have meaning within context. So they are usually manipulated data, they are processed data. Data, on the other hand, They are just like, they are raw. They are just like a statement. But information is more conclusive, it's more informative, and they are processed. And system, on the other hand, is when units come together. When something is standing alone, it is not a system. But when you bring a couple of units together, then you get a system. So when units come together to achieve a specific goal, then we call it a system. And the process of manipulating, the art of manipulating data to get information is called processing. So we say information is what? A process is when you manipulate data, you get information, right? And that process and that art of manipulating data is what we call processing. Now, pictures speak very loud. So you see in this picture here, you have an input, you have a process, and you have an output. So you see, and there's an analogy. We all know that. How many of you know that the carpet board you use at home comes from tree? So the tree is the raw material. You take it into a factory, it's processed. After processing, you get carpet book. That's what we use for books. The same thing happens with raw data. You see this data, you see 05, ICTE, this thing by themselves, they don't mean anything. But after you process it with a computer application or a computer, simply put, then you see a graph, something revealing, something informative. So you see the difference between data, processing, and information. So data is raw facts. Manipulating it is what we call the processing. It's normally done by a computer system. And then when it's presented in a way that is more informative, more revealing, more conclusive, then we call it information. Another important point, for information to be useful, it must be relevant, complete, and accurate. I like this thing, I always bring it. For information to be relevant, it must be what? For it to be useful, it should be relevant, it should be complete, it should be accurate, and for business purpose, two more additional attributes. One is it should be current, that is, it should be timely. And the second one is it should be cost effective. Remember, business is all about profit making. If you are going to spend more to get information more than the use of it, then it's equally useless. That's why in business you have to be current and you have to be cost effective. When we say current, it means the time you're giving it to me should be useful. Sometimes when things are delayed, they are not useful anymore. And this picture speaks better to that. So if you have this slide, just repeat what we just spoke about. Even with the icon, relevance, completeness, accuracy, timeliness, and then the economic value, you see the dollar sign there. Like I said to you, a system is an array of components that work together to achieve a goal. So there are array of units or components that work together to achieve a goal. That's what a system is. So here we've spoken about data, we've spoken about information, we've spoken about the art of processing data to get information, and we've also now speaking about what? We just spoke about system. So system can be inputted, it can be processed, and it can be an output is produced. Sometimes some systems are complex. Within a system, you have a subsystem. So for example, a car is a complete system. A group of components and things come together. The car is a system. You have different components. But you have many subsystems. You have the air conditioning system in the car. It's only used. You have the radio system. It's a subsystem within the car. They all together, the car is one system, but when you have smaller systems within a system, we call them subsystems. And then there where you talk about closed and open system, usually most systems that are closed, they are just standalone system, we call them closed. It's not, most times closed systems don't have subsystems. They just stand by themselves. But for system to be like having multiple subsystems, it means they have to be linked. When one of them ends, another one starts. I need to figure out how to show. I'll have to write some things on papers and show it to you on the screen. I will add that feature next week. I should have prepared it in advance and be able to manipulate my screen. Now, there's a new term here I want you to know. It's called information system. So we say information system are components that work together to process data and produce information. Now we know what is system by themselves. We know what is information by themselves. And when we bring them together and call them information system, now we are saying they are components. Hold on 1 minute, somebody is saying something. But your network is broken. Well, I am getting the instructor loud and clear. Okay, you are coming in broken. Okay. So I see that Zeze is not getting me. Is there anyone else that is not getting me?
I think you have to raise your hand if you can't get losing, but I'm sure it is connection problem from his end.
From his end, right?
Yeah. Again, I'm recording this. I'm recording this class. So after here, I will post the video.
Okay. So take note. Information system will say are components that work together to process data and produce information. So when components come together with the intent of processing data to produce information, we call that system information systems. Remember, just by them coming together, they are called systems. But when systems are directed in a way that they process data to produce information, we call that type of system what? Information system. Please take note of that. So everything that comprises of components with the objective of goal, we call them system. But when systems are used specifically to process raw data to produce information, we call that type of system information system. Now, you got to understand what we call system thinking. You see, systems are different from human beings, and they work faster, they are more accurate, and they are some of the reasons why we do some of the amazing things we do in our world today because of information system. Even look at where we are. I mean, you sitting wherever you are, and I'm sitting here. It's because of the power information system, different components from different places, putting pieces together. We'll talk more about that. The next thing I want to talk about is called information technology. Information technology is a science or technology that facilitates the construction and maintenance of information system. Now look at this. Information system itself has nothing to do with the hardware. But when it comes to the technology, the facility, the construction, and the maintenance of the information systems, the working of it, we call that one information technology. So the information technology is more hands-on. It's about the networking, the computer system that make this to happen. Remember I told you there are 5 things I needed you to grab from what we'll be talking about in the next 30 minutes. One of them was what was data, what was information, what was system, what was information system, what was information technology, and what was management information system. So we've spoken about almost 4 of them now. We've spoken about information technology right now. We just spoke about it. We spoke about information system earlier on. We spoke about system earlier on. We spoke about information. We spoke about data. Mr. Goda, you should please upload the recording because I am not getting you. Quali is not getting me. Okay, I will do so, Collie. We'll try to upload it, but try to get the best from this. Yes, I've always spoke about this. So we've understood what a good information system does. And we also have human beings. So we've developed something we call synergy, computer and human synergy. First of all, let's define the English word synergy. I've spoken about this word many times. This is an English word by itself, but I love it. I love the meaning of this word. I'm sure some of you have heard about it, But synergy is combining resources to produce output that exceed the sum of output of separate resources by themselves. I will explain this to you. I always use this illustration. Assume that we are 10 people. We are supposed to take rice from a truck that is parked about 5 meters away to a warehouse. And we have about 10 bags of 100 bags of rice. And we are 10 people. All things being the same, we will say, gentlemen, we are 10. It's easier to go ahead this. Everybody take 10 bags. Everybody go and get their bag, go and pack it. While we can, we all squeeze through the same small door, waiting for one another in queue. When the person gets into the car, you wait, he come down. Yes, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is that, guys, let's do this as a team. So let's just line up ourselves from this beginning of from inside the truck to inside the room. Somebody will take it from the truck, give it to somebody right down there, and then you give it to the next person, to the entrance of the warehouse, next person pack it. By the time we make our mind, nobody is taking a step. We are just moving our hands. By doing that, we are combining resources. Just by combining resources, you don't achieve synergy. Synergy is achieved when you combine resources and the sum of you working together is more than the individual sum when you are working separately. Then we say synergy is achieved. So coming back to our example, if we were to transport the rice as a group and we put in less energy and do it in a timely and efficient way, then we say synergy is achieved. So again, synergy is when we combine resources to produce output that exceeds the sum of our individual output if we were to work separately. Please take note of that. And we are saying that we've come to understand that there is a big benefit of bringing that computer. Human beings they can think, they can lead doing something, they can say A was right, but when you see a change circumstance, you have to pause and take a different decision. Computer, after a program, if anything were not predefined, if they see it, they can't do nothing about it. But human being, if you don't if I tell you, say, my man, stay here and wait for me. Even if I don't tell you, say, when it's raining, when you see it raining, you'll find somewhere, you'll find a shelf. But if you tell a computer, stay here and wait for me, and you didn't inject something saying when it's raining, move from here, that computer will not move. Again, one of the reasons why, if you say I'm a man, people are divided on sending robots to battlefront. When you go right now, you get order from your commander, fire any enemy. You see a pregnant woman with her hand up, you would think. But if you tell robots, fire anything that shake, it will fire it. Unless you tell the robot, when you see the sun shake, and you see infrared looking swallow. So again, human being and computer, human being have the ability to think and take decisions based on what they see, even if it was not predefined. But computer, it got to be predefined. And the art of predefining everything is a complex something. Some of the things you don't even know it. That's why we bring two of them together and realize that they have been so perfect. So we bring that when computer, instead of them working just by themselves, human being working just using their head, you bring the human being getting calculator or computer, he works better. So that's what we call the human-computer synergy. So when you combine, it allows human thoughts to be translated into efficient processing of data. So you see somebody future human being can think, they have common sense. Computer not really get common sense. Computer can work very fast. Everything they do must have been predefined. They don't easily get tired. They do tedious things. But human being, when you do one thing over and over, it becomes boring to you. Computer even like that. They will just do it, blah, 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 yes. So when you bring two of them together, you get results. That's the concept of synergy. So we have noticed that there is growing trend of information technology, or even information systems, so to say. One of the reasons why everything is moving to information system now is because we can be very clear. Things are becoming modern. Some of you guys, let's put it outside. For us, at least we're studying computer science. But some people now, because of this, they are being compared, other schools, to learn some computer because it's the norm of the moment. If you want to do business, you want to buy things online, you need to study some computer. So information system is becoming widely used for some reason. One of them is because most activities are being digitized. So you are compelled to learn it. And also because computers are becoming more available, internet speed is coming down. Well, I mean, internet is available, that's one, and the cost is coming down. And also because computer themselves, smartphones are cheaper. You can get a smartphone for $50. You can get a used laptop now for $150. It was not the case first. And LEC is also becoming reliable. Since the morning, my LEC have not gone. All those things are helping us. And also computer literacy. More people understand computer. These are the things behind the increasing use of it. And some people just like flexing, and they want to be in the France. They too can use computer. Any question? If you have a question, I'll pause and type a question. Anybody have a question now? Any questions so far? Okay. So no question, I assume. Now we have the component of the information system. Behind any information system is the hardware. That's most time the computer, the router, the switches, the fiber cables, the communication equipment. They are the hardware. Another thing is the app themselves, the software. Most tasks ever done on a computer are done by apps. Even the calculator on your laptop, there's an app there. The Microsoft Office, there's an app there. The QuickBook, an app. Even what we're doing now is because we have an app called Zoom. So the software, the hardware, your phone by itself will not do this. An app called Zoom is allowing us to do this. And there's another component that has become prevalent. In the early day, was not the case. Communication components. First time, most communication systems were siloed. You come and work on it here. But now, systems are almost not siloed. No system is siloed now. So that's the important part of component of information system that has to do with how to talk to one another. So I'm sitting here. Ideally, if there was someone, if my daughter come and see me and say, "Daddy, who you talking to?" But I'll have to tell her there are people around Monrovia or around the world listening. So I'm here making this input, you are there receiving it. If you have a software, the software by themselves don't work. Someone got to go and manipulate it, put something in it. I can see that my connection is going back. Can you still hear me, guys?
I'm hearing you. It was breaking though.
Okay. Okay, I think it's back. Good. And then, of course, the procedure. The procedure is very important. This is why people go and learn QuickBook. They are set down rules how to use that app. Even Zoom. That's why Emmanuel is helping some of us. I have to you got to get familiar with how it works. The apps are there. You learn how to use it. So that the rules, how to use the given app are the procedure. So take note, 5 things. 5 components that make up the information system is the hardware, the software, the communication or telecommunication, the media through which, and the people. And then more important, the rule, the norms. Otherwise, if you don't know how to use the system, you can have it, but you will never use it. You need to know the procedure. That's why when there's a new app, people go and learn it. So one of the challenges we have right now about some schools that want to go online, they have to teach their teachers how to do what I'm doing. The students have to know how to download Google Classroom. I've received that. I know some of you guys are in computer school. Some of your friends have called you to ask you for that favor. AMEU, all of them, I mean, how to download Google Classroom. Those are all little procedure. So that's the procedure concept to it. Am I still breaking?
See, I'm getting you.
Okay. So I will not waste time on this. There are 4 stages of processing information. This is elementary. It's the input, the process, the output, and storage. And of course, there's a 5th one now, which is the telecommunication component. Take note of that. Basically, they can tell you computer perform 4 tasks. But add the 5th one to A9 is the communication, because most computers have a network interface card that allows them to talk to other net computers. Because by themselves they are not completed. This diagram speaks to that, but these are basic diagrams. The next thing I want you to know is what we call management information system. So, management information system is a system that supports. Before I talk about management information system, Emmanuel, who can tell me what is management? Can anybody put their hand up and tell what their understanding of management?
Please raise your hand if you can. Okay, Alexander?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, on everything about management have to do with the art of managing a business or control, to have total control over something. Yeah, to my understanding. So to have total control over something.
Okay, so management, he said, is controlling something. Anybody else?
Yeah.
What are the key functions of manager? He said the control.
Hello, are you coming?
Yes.
Okay, so when we talk about management, is it have to do with administering or organizing, whether it's business or you as an individual, you can also control people. Yeah, so it basically about administering or organizing.
Okay. So he said is the art of administering and organizing people or business. Anybody else? What is the work of managers? When you go to a typical entity, managers, what do they do?
Yeah. Hello. Okay. For me, management is organizing, leading, at the same time coordinating work in an entity or a company.
Okay. Let me add to it. Those are all good things. What I want you to know is that the key work of any manager is the plan. Like he said earlier, the control activities, and more importantly, they make decisions. Manager plan, and then they make decision. 1 minute, guys. Let me just talk to someone. Okay, that's fine. That's call can wait. So, information management system is a system that supports that process. So all the work that managers do, when there's an information system that supported that type of information system, is called what? Management information system. That's why we say it's an information system that supports planning, controlling, and making decisions. Manager, that's what they do. They support activities. They plan the tasks, they control it, they make decisions, do this, do that. But this time we do this. If there's an information system that helps to do that, that type of information system is called management information system. There's another type of information system called transactional support system, processing system, do that. A component of that is called point of sales. Supply chain is what happened right from manufacturing to the end user. And even all this requires some form of systems. There are different types of systems. Supply chain management system is a system that will help you right from manufacturing to consumption. You don't want to make, like today, let me tell you what I experienced. Please listen. This is a very practical thing I experienced today. We went to Cape Mount, and we went to Kakata to Bomas yesterday. One of my friends had a farm there, so they planted cassava. So we brought 2 pickup load of cassava. So we went to Red Light to go and sell it. So when we went there, they told us that we should go to the plant field. There were the people that sell the cassava, bring their cassava, and the buyers go and buy it from there in bag. But when we went there today, look at what we were told. So at the plant field, because they don't want for all their cassava to come to Monrovia, everybody just bring cassava the same day, they can buy, and cassava can spoil. So they've planned among themselves that today the people from Kakata bring cassava on Monday. The people from Basel Way bring cassava on Tuesday. And that is a perfect illustration of supply chain management. You want to make sure you are not producing more than you need. So among themselves that they've agreed, they put themselves into clusters that the people on this side bring supply today. Because they don't do that, everybody brings supply, nobody buy the cassava spot. So if there's a system that can help manufacturing and consumption to make sure that there's no shortage in demand and there is no surplus. So there are systems that help do that. And that's just a perfect example I experienced today that I wanted to illustrate. That was a perfect supply chain management right there. So they, among themselves, they say, okay, guys, let's put it in a way that Monday, that you're coming. Otherwise, there will be a day we'll all just come and there will be no one buying our cassava. And cassava, after a few days, when you get it all in the ground, it will spoil. And that was a perfect supply chain management right there. So when there's a system that help you to do that, we call that type of system SCM, supply chain management system. Okay, an advanced news for that is, these are all subsystem of enterprise resource planning system. They all fall under that. But I like the example that my experience today looked like a perfect example for what we talk about. Again, businesses have customers. You need to know how to manage them, their expectation, looking at what they want, and following up on what they got from you. If there's a system that can help you to manage that, we also call that type of system customer relationship system. There are a lot of systems. Business intelligence system is a system that blends relationship and trend from raw data to help organizations compete. So again, this is actually, anytime you hear the word intelligence, it's about SPA. So if it's about getting information in a way that could be like espionage or market intelligence. So business intelligence system is a system that can let you scan around and see what your competitors are doing and see how you can improve your relationship with your customer. So there's a system for everything. There's even a warehouse system, a system that you can use to control your stock. And I like the 2 next system, decision support system. Decision support system is used, it's actually support making. It relies on model and produce table. It extrapolates data to predict outcome. This is important. They look at raw data. For example, look at this. The guys can tell you that even our local Omani can do it. They can tell you that share for this will go at this one at a given time. If you go to the stock exchange, that's a perfect example of decision support system. So if you're going to buy a share right now, there are systems that can try to predict to you what the thing will be. So in fact, this is even your private life. If you look at things around now, to every day, right now, let's be frank, guys. Depending on how protracted this thing going to be, people might have to sell their property. If you have money, keep money. You will buy some strategic land, because if people not getting paid, they got to eat. So if they have to sell their car or land, they will do it. So if you have money, keep it. You could end up buying a land in Congo Town or Senko, or in Tuporo, somewhere nice. So decision support system are systems that scan around and predict what will happen next. So nobody got to tell you that. If you get money, keep it. Maybe some strategic opportunity will come. Because right now, people just taking from hand to mouth. Most people not working. And the life got to go on, so they got to sell what they have. During the war, some people that were smart and they left here, they bought some, they were not lucky, like some of you, that their parents left spot for them in town. So to all situation, You can look. I mean, nobody should explore this situation, but that's a fact. People will be constrained and they will have to stay and survive. Even it could be myself. It could be anyone. So those are market trade. So there are software that determine trend. So right now, people, China, for example, is buying more oil now. They normally keep their reserve, but they are buying more reserve now because, I mean, gasoline is less than $1 per gallon. It's only because we are paying $2 for a year. If you go in the US now, they pay $1 per gallon. That has never happened in a long period of time. So the Chinese don't have oil. So they says, let's build more storage and keep the oil. So they're buying oil right now and keeping it. That was some people can say, you know, the whole coronavirus, they didn't want to start it because they started selling nose masks, selling all their things. So they said, let's start it and bring treatment for ourselves quick. Then while they're struggling, we'll be selling to them and be buying oil. Oil price will come down. Then after the coronavirus will be world power. Again, these are just thinking aloud. I don't have any facts to it, but I'm just telling you how decision support system work. You try to look at, you try to extrapolate, look ahead. You look at data and look at how they will be. So if anybody knew that, for example, so if scientists said that, there's an English scientist they were talking about 3 months ago, he exactly said where we'll be today. He said the coronavirus will leave from China, it will come to Asia and then America. So if you say that near a businessman, he know that when more people not going, then it means oil price will come down. So they will tell their investor, don't buy oil right now. That's how decision support system work. They look at prevailing reality based on expert advice and then make decisions. And then another type of system is called expert system. Expert system, Emmanuel, everyone, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
See, I'm getting you.
Emmanuel, is there anything wrong when we unmute everybody, give everybody the power to mute and unmute themselves?
The background, Lucian, you're not ready to it.
No, you see, okay, it was just about trusting everyone. They mute themselves and unmute themselves when they want to talk. I like to.
So
try. Hello, getting you. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So you can, if noise around you, you can mute yourself. But anytime you want to talk, you mute yourself and talk. And yes, once in a while you can say, yeah, Prof, will get you. I need to feel that people listening to me. Okay. So another type of system is called expert system. This is very useful. This is where the expert, people that know something better, their way of practicing is documented and then it's used for novice, people that are just coming into the business. So this is actually the what we call artificial intelligence. It preserves the knowledge of retiring experts. You see, I normally like this. So let's assume that a doctor, an experienced doctor, when you come to him, you say, oh, I have pain in my joint, I've been vomiting, I'm feeling tired, I get headache. And then he say, okay, test a guy for malaria. He most likely have malaria. So that will be documented. They will say if headache, if vomiting, if pain in the vein, then malaria. So when there's a young doctor, a reference for him. They will say when doctor Woloko were here, experienced doctor, doing this circumstance, he suspected malaria. So it helped the young doctor where to start from. As soon as you say similar thing, so expert system, that's how they work. They are systems that are used for artificial intelligence. They look at what an experienced person meant it. And of course, they can develop a system that works like that. There's also another type of information system called geographical information system. A perfect application of that is Google Earth and the GPS. They use information system and then to help you with physical location. They tie data to physical location. So they can be used to represent map or resource distribution. For example, there's a geographical information system that shows you everywhere there's a rubber plantation. So if you go to one of the concession websites, I think NBC or NIC, you click the map of Liberia. When you move over the map, everywhere that I get rubber, you see it. So from that, I know, for example, that I think, if I'm not mistaken, 9% of I think it's a 9% or 1%. 9% of land in Liberia have rubber planted on it. 9% of land in Liberia have rubber planted on it. So every 100 land you see in Liberia, 9 of them rubber planted on it. So it means rubber farm planted in Liberia. So this is a perfect example. This geographical information system telling you what is where, different densities. So when you take data, you tie it to map. We call that geographical information system. Look at how GPS works today. The guys have a system that is in your car and is directing you where to go. Because you take the coordinate of a given point, you will predefine where you're going. That system know which coordinate you're going to. That system know where the place that the road are laid out. So as you are going, will be directing. If some of the intelligent one, real-time one, they look at traffic and directly don't go this way. Because they are working directly with satellites that will take images and know whether there's traffic or not. So they don't need to take the shortest path, they also take the less congested path. And one thing that is going to change, I can tell you free, in the next 5 or 10 years, we can choose to be part of it or not. We are going to have intelligent cars. But if we're going to have intelligent cars, we're going to have intelligent rules. Special rules will be built. Nobody will drive a car. The car will be sensing. So in the middle of the car, there will be sensors. When the car sees no car in front of it, it moves faster. When there's car, it moves. That's the technology already there. The just leverage you need now. So when God gave us long night, in the next 15 years, we will just sit in the car and let the car drive themselves. And we just sit down and read or rest. We just program the car, carry me to work. The car will drive you easily, go to your work and park. That's the kind of geographical information system, combination, and maybe expert system will come together to achieve that. So we say the function of information systems. Accounting are using it, financial people, marketing people, human resources, web, enable businesses. Some of the career in is help desk technician, system analyst. We talk about all these things, really know to know what all this means. Database analyst or administrator, network administrator, system administrator, webmaster, and then the chief information officer, this is done himself. And I can tell you free, a chief information officer need more soft skill and business skill than technical skill. To be a good, you need a good managerial skill, good human skill, good business skill. Know how to make a case. The technicians will translate things to you, then you take it forward. So you see the guy like a dress code. Everybody, he's a leader. You see, a full skill, we don't want to dance technology. If you ask me, technology is not the most important skill to him. He needs to be a business executive. He has to be a good leader. He needs to be entrepreneur. Technology is the least skill he needs. Very important though, because this about technology, but he needs to be a business executive. He needs to be able to bring people on board. He needs to sell business idea to technical idea to non-technical people. He needs to be able to inspire those working for him. By that, he be a leader. He needs to be able to start new things. He has to be an entrepreneur. Okay, so we'll take a 2-minute break and come to our next topic. But we'll open the line. Questions. Otherwise, I will ask specific questions. Emmanuel, I want to see everybody on the video.
On the video,
no, the participants are many, right?
There are many. About 31.
So now we already up to 31. This is working. So Emmanuel, when you go to participant, you will see their name. Is there a way you can? Okay. So now, okay, I see all of you guys. This is good participation. We are 30 of us. So, who is Atef? Also, okay, this is their names, right?
Yeah.
Atef A44. Who is that?
Josephus.
Stephen Dennis.
Stephen, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, any question for me?
Yeah, you were discussing the process of information. Okay. I want to know, in the management of information system, what is the most key area that one need to concentrate to be a management information officer? You need more technology skill than the business, or you need more business skill than technology.
Okay, this is what I will tell you. From what I know today, if you ask me this question 10 years ago, my answer to you would have been you need more technical skill. But now where I stand, if you ask me, I will tell you need more human skill. You need more business skill. You need more soft skill than the hard skill. The technical skill is the hard skill. The reason for that is that, but this is my trend. This is what I have realized. I've realized that most successful chief information officers started technically. They understand their technical basics very well. And then you gather the managerial skill, because this is the truth. If you have all the technical skill and you can't make a business case, it's useless. And I'm saying this from first-hand example. I've worked with head of institutions in ministries, and I've realized that the bigger challenge they have is because they don't have the strong human skill. They don't know how to make a case to their ministers. You don't need a technical skills to do that. You need a good communication skill. You need a good entrepreneurial skill. You need a good leadership skill. You need to be a good businessman. Technology is business. How can you tell the minister that the money you invested in the IT department is worth it? It's really worth it, but you need to have a way of communicating it. Otherwise, you'll be doing your IT department, nobody ever know what you're doing. Are you there?
Somebody is typing at the back. They are already disturbing us, man. Gentlemen, you gotta mute yourself if you are not talking.
Yeah, so the purpose is you are all muted, but you have the right to unmute yourself if you want to talk. That's how we want to do it. That's why Emmanuel has given you the control.
Yeah, but somebody is typing. They are typing.
Yes, and that person is even listening to us. Emmanuel, mute them. Is there any lady in the house?
A positive content typing.
Lisa Gibson.
So please understand me.
Is Lisa Gibson there?
The number is hard, yes, sir.
Is Lisa Gibson there? Lisa Gibson? Emmanuel?
Listen.
Please put question mark to Lisa Gibson in here. They just can sign, they're not listening to our class. Okay. Joki Abedu Pencil, my black friend. She's so beautiful. Josie, are you there? Joki.
She said yes, sir.
She what?
Yeah. She said yes, sir. She sent message, yes, sir.
In the chat room.
Oh, okay. Wow.
She's
in the chat room?
Yeah,
what happened to her voice? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Joki?
Yes, Mr. Koto, I'm hearing you. I'm in class. I'm hearing you.
Okay, good to know that you hear. Any question for me, dear?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so we'll take a 5-minute break and come back to and go to chapter 2, unless you guys have questions. When we come, I will listen to any question. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to take a glass of water.
All right, Mr. Goto.
But Emmanuel, let me ask you a question. Emmanuel.
Yeah.
This thing normally break after 45 minutes and 40 minutes. Why did you do it?
I have a pay account.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. Okay, I should be yes. And it's really cheap, guys. And how much is it a month? Is it just one-time payment, right? $17? Is that correct?
Monthly, yeah.
Oh, it's monthly?
Yes.
And how much is it?
You just call the press, right?
Okay, I said 17 or 11. I don't know whether that was 11 or 17, but that's fine. Yeah, I think it's worth it. But good to know that we are using a pay account. Great. We are glad to have you, man. But then, of course, I will take it on. Thank you, guys.
So what we got missing in the class here?
Jogi, call me you.
I was telling promo.
Jogi, take a bit when class not correct.
I think we need to start taking notes, make our list now. Yes,
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Elementary.
Jockey,
Yeah. Yeah. Alexander.
Yo,
what's
big
up, though?
boy in
I'm looking for Chucky one.
Hello?
big boy in
Yeah, Alexander, I can see you. What's up, bro?
big boy in the hood.
Yeah.
Big
What
boy in the
about
hood.
man?
Big boy in the hood.
Hey, after the
I mean,
study
not too much, though.
Jimmy Mason, what you say? Jimmy
Big boy in
Mason.
the hood. Big boy in the hood.
So they say they're
how are
doing
you,
class,
brother?
yeah, class here doing it.
Nothing,
How you doing? How you doing?
I mean, I
Tell me.
saw them. They think they're doing class here on do it.
See how your
Tell
talking
me.
plenty here. Nobody can understand the sense.
Brother, come
I
on.
don't-
This way, ask me what happened to me.
They say they're doing class, like here doing
Yeah,
it.
sure,
Are
man.
you calling me? I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
man.
but you're not hearing me. Jimmy Mason,
I
I
was
heard you.
not telling you,
Alexander, I
Yeah.
hear you.
Man, I better. I
Everything
really
happen here, sorry, my man.
Hey, if you check it out, money got your room, but they keep on disturbing in the class here.
But you know that one that especially Jimmy Mason. Jimmy Mason get
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
You right.
Stanley.
Student, always a student.
So when I do all do, so when I do all this,
My man, that's what I'm talking. Listen. Hello?
Is that
Hello?
guys or more?
Christopher,
Eh?
listen.
Yeah.
Hello? Jimmy Mason get your money, not leave it with you. Then get 40 leave it with you.
Oh, Jimmy. So,
Emmanuel.
Pato.
Gentlemen, we got recording going on here. You don't be put all the plenty talking in it here. Noise happening.
That businesses can take to get competitive advantage. And we'll try to explain what makes an information system a strategic information system. And then we'll also identify fundamental requirements for developing strategic information system. And just before I continue, I'm assuming that everyone that is taking part in this class today agree that they are part of the online class. It means that this course, that's why we need to put in a lot of time. You will not do this over. That's why there's an email. Following. Hello, Emmanuel.
Yeah, Lucien.
I said something a while ago. Did you hear me?
You gotta say what, please.
What I was saying was that make sure everyone that is taking part in this class is registered as an online student. Are you there, Emmanuel?
I will share the school form again with them so they can fill in.
Okay. Okay, just 1 minute. I'll meet for 30 seconds.
Team Scully, you got your hand up.
On the mute and the Lord I handle.
Okay, Emmanuel, you can hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now, everyone?
Yeah. For me, I can hear you clear.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
So
sir.
we'll be identifying the fundamental requirement for developing a strategic information system. We'll also try to explain the circumstances and the initiatives that make one strategic information system successful and another to fail. That would be important to note. So, first of all, what is a strategy? First of all, the whole thing here is that this whole topic is about strategic use or strategic use of information system. So what is strategy? I mean, anybody, when the word strategy comes to your mind, Lisa, are you in? Hello, Lisa? I mean, please put Lisa up saying, yeah?
Okay.
She's still not here yet.
Hello,
Lisa?
Mr. Gordon. Hello.
Yeah, Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes.
What is your understanding of the word strategy? We need a strategy to win this battle. You need a good strategy to achieve your tertiary education. What's your understanding of strategy? Give me 2-3 words that mean strategy. Synonym of strategy. Strategy.
Something like putting good mechanism into place, idea.
Okay, strategy is an idea. Anything else?
Yeah, putting good mechanism into place towards something.
Okay. Joki, what's your understanding of strategy?
My understanding of strategy is how you carefully plan and design a particular work that you're doing, the way you plan it and your design, the way you carefully plan it and design it.
Yeah, I like the word plan. So it's a framework or it's an approach to obtaining an advantage position. Please listen. You see, I like any part of what is on your screen. You see, without a strategy, have you ever heard this saying, if you are failure to plan mean you are planning to what? To fail. There's a saying that goes like that. Basically, the key word for strategy is that.
Plan to fail.
Wonderful. So what that means is that if you don't have a strategy, it means that you should prepare for any outcome. And a strategy should give you an advantageous position. So what is assumed is that if you don't have a strategy, then you will just be in a laissez-faire manner. But a strategy puts you in an advantageous position. That's why we're talking about strategic information system. A strategic information system should put you one step ahead of your friends. So a strategy is a framework. A framework means a plan, an idea, like she said. So or an approach. This is our way of doing it. So it's your approach or your idea of obtaining an advantage position. It's not just about doing it, but doing it in an advantageous, efficient way. So strategy is a framework or an idea. And then if that is a strategy, what is a business strategy? A business strategy is a plan to help an organization outperform its competitors. You see that? So a strategy is to put you in an advantageous position as a business. To be in an advantageous position means to outperform your competitors. So a business strategy is a plan that puts you in a position that gives you edge over your competitor. So say information system may be built to solve a problem or to seize a system to solve a problem, seize an existing opportunity. Like right now, look at this. Montana is building a software to do exactly what we're doing. So that software is coming to seize this opportunity. So now they have started selling to school. In the next 3 months, I can tell you, most schools will move like that. You guys are first mover. From everything I know from where I sit, is this going to be the norm, especially for tertiary school? Because people got to somehow find a way to move on with life. It's either we bring the guys to have medicine, we all take it and get well, or we come online and learn with the poverty. Hello?
Yeah, we
Can
getting
you hear
you.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr.
So
Koto, we're getting you.
we need to get some kind of vaccine, or we need to take some kind of help and get well. Otherwise, we can't sit down like this. Even for people not going to work for 1 year, it's a sickness by itself. Our country
So
already
true.
late, so we need to find a way. We need to find a way and make progress. So Montana is seizing this opportunity. They are developing a software. I tested it. We used it to have meeting the way we are doing, and it will be a platform. Teachers can upload something. This one is meant for just for meeting, but it's just one aspect. This is just a meeting, but a typical school learning platform is more than just this meeting. It provides a platform where you can post assignments, students go and see it, upload and download. Have any of you guys used the Google Classroom yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so next semester, if this becomes the norm, because of the time we have to do 10 classes. This might be the way we end up, but next semester will be quite refined. Maybe the school set might adopt one platform, because I'm sure by then they might be convinced that. And there are another one called Moodle. They are free one. They are more interactive and more better. Some of the things we're doing manually, they are inbuilt in it. But that's the point. Back to you is this. Business strategy, information system may be built to solve a problem, and it may be built to seize opportunity. So in this case, like what Montana is doing is actually both. We have a problem now. People have to learn online, and there's an opportunity, there's a niche. People got to pick it up. Now, strategic information system. We know what is information system, and we know what is a strategy. So a strategic information system is an information system that helps seize opportunity. It's as simple as that. Any information system that will seize opportunity and give you advantage, then it is a strategic information system. Remember, keyword when we're talking about strategy is a framework or an approach that gives you an advantageous position. That is opportunity. It's seizing opportunity. So another word, strategic advantage. Another word, strategic advantage. What happened? Did I just write on my screen, or why is this line on my screen?
I think it has a feature called annotate.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so these are things I have to learn on the software. It's not me, it's just was annotated. Okay. Now, strategic advantage is using strategy to maximize company strength. So, strategic advantage is using a plan or a framework to maximize company strength. Now, I like competitive advantage more. Not all advantage are called competitive advantage. So when you have a strategic advantage is an advantage that can stand the test of time, and actually it's something that when you move to, your competitor don't just move to easily. Having maximize an organization's strength to be its rival. So strategic advantage is, okay, you look at your weakness and your strength, and then you devise something that puts you ahead of your competitors. So when you're trying to do that, a strategic advantage is something when you're doing, you ask yourself, are my competitor going to do it? It's something you can do that they cannot do. For example, you have a bigger coverage, or you have skillful people, or even sometimes business is all kind of thing. I have government influence. I'm a librarian business. They are foreign. Me around them. So as a business, you need to have that thing and ask yourself. You do what we call a SWOT analysis. You look at your strength, your weakness, your opportunity, and the threat, and then look at your 5 key things that should guide what you do. Those are the things that managers do every day. So using a web, I always say this, is no more a strategic advantage because everybody do it. I mean, a business just having a website is nothing anymore. But what else can you do on your website? People do a lot with websites. Hold on, guys, 1 minute. Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, hold on, class, 1 minute, class. Emmanuel, you can meet me for 30 seconds. Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi. Yep. My question, Mr. Gada. Mr. Gada, are you there?
Gentlemen, you play low that music, man. Please, pa. We in class, my man.
Yeah, man, y'all start the continue, man.
Gentlemen, y'all stop the type of thing, man. We record anything for our own benefit, ba. Y'all stop the thing, man. Everybody here, they are responsible people, man. I'm talking about some guys that play music at the back end, they stepping. This thing not correct, man.
That noise for women, bro. If
Y'all stop the thing, man. The thing not call for. Y'all stop it, ba. We all are mature people. Let we exhibit.
To what is competitive advantage? And competitive advantage is achieved when a for-profit company increase their profit. You see, of course, if you get advantage, to translate to your books. When I say your books, I mean your accounts. You should have a lot of profit and market share. And there are a lot of things that can help businesses to gain competitive advantage. And we as IT students, we will not only talk about those things, but we'll talk about how IT can be used to achieve that. So there are about 8 of them that we are going to talk about today. And I want you to take note of them and see how IT can be used to achieve that. So the 8 of them are as follows. One thing that can give business competitive advantage is your ability to reduce costs. It's natural. If I go to buy something and the two things are the same and your cost is less, so I'm likely to buy yours. So someone can use information system to reduce their cost of production. Where they have multiple people doing manual work, they bring a computer system doing it. So they don't pay a lot of staff. By doing that, they have reduced their cost of production, so they are able to resell at cheaper price. So even though we're selling similar product, but because of my supply chain, because of my production process, I'm able to sell it cheaper. Because you pay more on labor, I have system working for me. You go and plan rest, you get human being, you pay them $10 a day. I have a machine that can just go one day and plan the whole rest. You know, I'll tell you earlier on about a cassava farm today we went to. With the guy also had a bit of grumpy. If I look at we brought 3 bags of grumpy. If I look, I mean, me was for the fun, but we spent 2 days over there picking the grumpy. About 10 people were at work eating. I did a projection. It didn't worth it. Don't get me wrong, agriculture worth it, but just because we've not harnessed all our advantages here. So, but if I'm able to put a mechanism in place that reduce my cost of production, if I even look at our cost of gas, but for me, we wouldn't went there for the farm. It was just being on the farm, sleeping on air condition, but on a natural air. And you know, I just wanted to have that fun, looking at water. I even went to hunt, and you know, I enjoy all of that. But then, if business is able to do things, and that's how come the Indians will be able to sell back or rice to all $13. But if we go to produce, as we do now, to produce similar rice, we might spend more than $13 because they've used other means to reduce their cost of production, using enhanced fertilizer, using mechanized farming. Machines work for them. The same thing happens. So if they can use ICT to automate your system, and you have less people working, yes, you can reduce costs. So clearly, one way you can get competitive advantage is reducing costs. Another way is to raise the barrier to market entrance. To raise barrier to market entrance is to make it difficult for other people to come. Your equipment are so sophisticated. Your Apple are not just minute. They are not just simple. So before someone can, like for example, you are the MNO, like the way Lone Star looking. If anybody want to bring a company 9 library to Orange and Lone Star, you got to come with huge capital. Because you need to bring a network to have, you see, Orange and what's their needs? Community, they couldn't make it because they don't have market to open business branch and coverage that the way Lone Star and Orange does. Because if you can bring a 10 network now, I can call my man in Zredru, I can call my uncle in Foya. Even if your charges are lesser, I will not get a full benefit. Sometimes I have to call people everywhere. So they have raised the barrier. So if any business coming, I can tell you free. I don't know why you done our assessment. One of the reasons why those guys couldn't make it was that they couldn't get, I mean, they were trying with their prices, but certain places there was no coverage. So if you have their SIM card, you have to get another SIM card. But Lone Star and Orange, they are almost everywhere. So they can play that cost reduction game. So raising the barrier is making it difficult when new entry come in, the standard you set. They got to be able to meet it or exceed it. That's one way you can maintain competitive advantage. You establish high switching costs. This is where your products are in a way that when the customer are tied to you, they cannot easily go. And I like this with the cell phone. A typical example of this is the way they can code the phone. When the phone comes from America, if they have Vodafone or AT&T, you cannot easily, even if you don't like them, you just don't like the phone you bought, $1,500. If you want to go to a different phone, you got to go and pay money to decode that phone or buy a new phone. So that can make it difficult for you to switch. And even your own local setting. And take note, when Orange was the underdog, when I say the underdog, they now had equal or higher market share. You notice that all their phones you were buying, they were coded, right? Can anybody record that? Hello, Emmanuel? Hello?
Yeah, Lucy.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I was saying that during those days when Orange was the underdog in terms of market share, when even up to now, when you buy their phone, it's somehow coded. But Orange was more noted for that. When you buy a Lone Star phone, it can go awesome, yes. So they are making stuff.
Yeah.
That's one way you gain competitive advantage. You establish high switching costs. And then you create new products. You be innovative. People like new things. You come up with fancy things, repackage them. So one way to gain competitive advantage is to create new products. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Emmanuel, do you want to see me or you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
as well.
Oh,
For me, I can only see the screen, hear you, and cannot see you. I'm only seeing the screen
I
and not
don't want you to
seeing
hear
you.
what I'm saying. I don't want you to see what I'm doing. I'm drinking tea.
No, the video is off. Don't worry, Chief. No secret exposure.
Okay, that's fine. Well, that's fine.
Okay, no problem.
You can see me. I have nothing to hide. I'm sitting in my study room and just studying now. But I just had I have my Corona and tea here. It made out of garlic, ginger, and lamb. I drink 1 glass of this every day. So I'm just sipping it.
Yeah, Mr. Gada.
Got to fight the virus. Yes.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, Mr. Gada.
Okay, so another. Yes, please go ahead. Somebody's calling me. Go ahead.
Yeah, James calling. Yeah.
James,
with this discussion, is that whenever I want to go to a company, let's say to a nation, want to open a company and then just buy the brand of importing certain material where my friends cannot easily bring in. Is this still a comparative advantage?
Okay, so you just said that. Okay, let's assume you are an established company, and in your case you don't manufacture like we do in Liberia. Most of the thing here we just import it. So by you importing product that your competitor cannot easily import, yes, it's a competitive advantage. And if you look at our 7 or 8 case initiative here, the one that is closely aligned to that would be create new product and service. Just that in your case, the art of creation is by you importing it. You didn't produce it, and that's why some people, it's in business. I can go to your business and say I want to take this your product to Liberia, but I should only have the right to import it. So you, by doing that, you're telling the guy your product is not in Liberia. I'm taking it there, but I should have the franchise. Only me can import. Like Shinta would be here. Only one person can bring it to Liberia. If I'm not mistaken, Henneken, all the things you can do that. Only 2 people bring Henneken here. Everybody else buy from them. Those are strategic moves. People that people that did that, they are saying now their money working for them. So people that, if you look at a good product, you go and negotiate with them. So everybody else bring it through you. Even if they bring it, everything they buy, there's a fast cent only for you. So they are like selling for you. That's why you need to have some good mind when you sign a business deal. Because by themselves, for them to come here, farm, market, do that, you save them orders. You go and you went and took their product. Nobody here knows Shintawe Library. You go to Guinea, they don't know Shintawe there. There's a librarian guy called Nyane. He brought it here. So when he brought Shintawe here, he managed to make librarian people know it to be a part of our brand. So all the Shintawe that come to the library, only he can bring it. So even if you go to China now, you bring it. By business law, they will pay him now different. So somebody can go to China and say the man is not able to distribute to Shintawe and say the man not distributing, they are part of the market, he can supply. Okay, he will say yes, but because they signed an agreement with him, there's a little cut he have on all our things. And I'm telling you, if I'm not mistaken, there are only two people that import even anything like bread. It's Harvest Supermarket and one other guy. So everybody else sell for them. So these are business ideas that when you put in place, you make yourself rich, you make your grandchildren rich even before they are born.
Yeah, thank you. And then my next inquiry has to do with, are you there, Mr. Gordon?
I'm here.
Okay, probably a company in Labrador importing jeans, right? Made jeans, and where they produce it in China and then they just import.
Hold on, you mean J-I-N or J-E-A-N? What kind of jean you talking about?
J-E-A-N.
J-Y? Okay, jean trouser, jeans, go ahead.
J-E-A-N. Yeah.
Yes, I've gotten you jeans.
Okay, but they have a quality. Probably the texture might be 98% quality, and then they sell it for $10. And then I go to the same company and tell them, say it is 98% quality, drop it to 90% quality, and then I bring it and sell it for something like $8. Is it still the same comparative?
What you are saying is called now, again, there's a way to analyze that. What you said don't really tie to one of our initiatives. But first of all, you see, in business, you will bear some of them that will be buying your product will not know the difference between what you just sold and the first one that was at 98. So now, that's why country like Liberia, that is easily done. There are other countries that have strong standard board. Those things don't happen. In those countries, before you sell anything, you come and go through their standard board. They have certain standard of things, they don't import it in their country. So for example, the US, even we're supposed to have that. Before anybody can just run today and import anything to Liberia. There should be a unit at the Commerce Ministry that should examine that product and say, yes, we want this to come. So if that is below our standard we set, because certain things are really a waste of time. There are some Chinese ladies and soon buy a spoil. Why bring it? Now, but again, what I'm telling you, some of them are done with some premeditated intent to dupe people. I don't believe in that type of business. If you will bring that product and tell people this is lower quality but good price, fair enough. So that one will come more on a product differentiation. People like different things. You differentiate your product. People like different things. Another initiative is to enhance the product. People add on. You have a product, you improve it. Unlike you were actually declining the product. Most people that love themselves and have money in the advanced market will not go for that. But in Liberia, maybe that's even why the Chinese people can produce the thing and sell the cheaper one to us. So maybe you, like you said, they brought it on the 80 and you say, but send it for $10. Let me go for the 90 and can sell it $8. Yes. So these are that's a good way of thinking. But in conventional market, those things don't happen. But in our part of the world, they happen. And business is about thinking new ways. So I don't want to limit you. Open your mind to new things. That's good thinking. But all I want to add to it is that don't cheat. Business is not about cheating. It's about thinking and taking advantage. Anything that cheat, for me, I think it doesn't end well. Don't cheat. Enhancing product. Yes. So, okay, they're producing this thing, you take it and add some value to it. And then another initiative which I like is called Establishing Alliance. It's somehow slightly linked to synergy. It's actually linked to synergy. So if I'm into airline, I'm into ticketing business, I'm into hotel business, I'm into a car rental, I'm into cell phone. So that everybody getting office at the airport, one better we can all agree and go into synergy. So anybody that buying our air ticket through us, we tell them, oh, we can find hotel for you. We also can provide car for you. Most people that will travel as visitor or tourists normally will want to go to hotel, right? And they will want car to drive, and they will want a SIM card, right?
Yes.
So if you are able to bring those people together, then that is establishing alliance. Because instead of everybody getting office paying different staff, just one staff can do all that thing, and you're saving money. By doing that, you are being competitive. So you establish alliance. Another thing is to log in supplier or buyer. This one, another way to do it is that you supply so much for them, even when somebody else brings supply to them. Like when we carry our Kesawa today, one of the old man we went to, the old man said that she can't buy from us because her people can give her Kesawa and she said and pay, but we don't know how we can't do that. So one of the things you can do, you can log in your supplier by, or if I your buyer, by giving goods to them free. And then they say they bring your money. When new person come, they might not be willing to do that because they don't have that trust in them yet. And the same with your supplier. If you are honest to them, you come and buy from only them, they will always look for you. So I'll quickly go over them. We say one of the initiatives reducing costs. We say a company can gain competitive advantage if it can sell more units at lower price while providing quality and maintaining or increasing the profit margin. And you can use IT to do this by automating your system. By that, you reduce your labor costs. A second one is to raise the barrier to market entry. To raise barrier to market entry is to make the market, to position the market in a way that when new entry come in, they need more capital or they need more enhanced security or technology. So if you are able to do that, then you make it difficult for them to come. And again, even here, technology can be used. You can invest heavily in technology. You can invest heavily in innovation. So company can gain advantage if they deter potential entry into the market, enjoying less competition and more market potential. Of course, the way Simeco wine like bread, they can decide to sell cement. By the time the other men finish importing cement, paying all the things, but when more people come, why you think they frustrated Dangote line when you were trying to open one? Simeco did everything in their means. While Lusta will rush to buy Comion because they don't want another big player to come because they heard of Vodafone. Other people wanted to buy it. At least in the Orange alone, they know how to manage Orange. You know what I mean? Another person can put it into another competition. Maybe they might just end up going themselves. So maybe that was one of the reasons why they buy Comion. They say, let's buy the thing. Because when somebody coming with no 14, hard for them to survive, which was a strategic and important decision by Lone Star. It's not because they believe that they will get their money from Comion over time in a short period of time, but it will, they add, you see, sometimes, like you will see right now, one of the reasons why you take decision is not, if you don't do it, what will happen? You are not just doing it because of the profit you're getting from it. So Lone Star will not buy Comion because of what they will get from it, but if they don't do it, what will happen? It means somebody else will do it, and it will be costly to them. So sometimes it's not just thinking when we buy Comion, how much profit we will get from it. Don't limit your thinking to that. But if we don't buy Comion, what will happen? It means that a third party could come and buy it. It could be someone that have money like Vodafone or one of the big players. Yes. So that's the kind of thinking that go into strategic thinking. Another initiative is to establish hard switching costs. When the guys are already with you, I just gave you an example of your cell phone. They are coded. You cannot easily move on to another one. That's an initiative that can give you competitive advantage. And let me tell you how Ghana went beyond this. There is something called number portability. Have any of you heard it before? Number portability. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get you.
Okay. One of the reasons why people don't, most people, listen to this. One of the reasons why most people use 2 SIM cards or they maintain their numbers is because even when the network misbehaving, they move to a new location, the network misbehaving, they maintain their number is because the number of people know their own. But in Ghana, the technology is there, so it's just that we don't have the political way. It's possible for you to maintain your Lone Star number but be on Orange network. That the process of doing that is called number portability. So you move with your number. Even though we all know 077 as the Orange preface, but if you own a network, you want to move to Lone Star, LTA, Liberia Telecom Authority, can ask them to make that possible. After all, they don't want a Sunday number, they know what everything means. You understood what I just said?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Carter. Please
Yeah,
repeat
how
what
they
you
can do
said.
that? How they can do that?
Okay, I'll repeat that. I was saying that establishing high switching costs is one of the initiative business can take to gain competitive advantage, even because of the regulatory framework in our country. Just by virtue of all being glued to a network because of our number, it makes high switching costs because one of the costs of moving from Lone Star to Orange is that your number, you will be compared to buy a second phone, or you have to buy a phone that have 2 SIM, and those that know your number, you have to get them new numbers. That is an advantage to them because of weakness in our regulatory framework. And I'm telling you that in other jurisdictions, in other countries, they have a system that is called number portability. What number portability means is that even though I can be using a number that have an Orange preface, but I can move to Lone Star with a Lone Star SIM. So the number is just a nomenclature. It may not be, yes. So that is called number portability. You move with your number from one network to another. So where there is no number portability, it is an advantage for the provider. It helps them to establish high switching costs. Because right now, one of the costs of switching from Lone Star to Orange is the fact that you have to go and redistribute your number to all your contacts. It's the fact that you might have to get a phone that have 2 SIM, or even get a phone that, or get a second phone. And not everybody, I don't like holding 2 phones. That's why most of the time you see me with a phone that have 2 SIM. Is that clear now?
Yeah, Mr. Vada.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, another initiative is called, and the reason I'm taking my time to repeat this thing, the rest of the slide will talk about all these things in details. So as soon as I finish this, I will move to a few slides and we'll be done for today. Because each of the slides, about 3-4 slides, talk of each of these things in details with diagram and explanation. Another one is called what we call creating new products. So people by nature like new things, they like new services. Like this mobile money thing. So some people were having Orange. The time Orange have not moved to mobile money. Are you listening? They have to have a Lone Star SIM card because they needed to do mobile money. The mobile money is an example of a new service. So creating a new service or product is a competitive advantage. It makes your customer to stay with you. So if you have a software like now, Montana have the School Connect software that University of Liberia is using. They are just now trying to add a new service to it that will allow online teaching. So University of Liberia not thinking about going for new online system now, school portal now. So they just come and do the school learning and integrate it into it. So they got, that's what I mean about creating a new service or product. Mobile money in the telecom industry is one. Now, okay, now the way you see competitive advantage is strategic information system is only strategic when you want to have it. So mobile money was strategic for MTN when they alone have it. But now that Orange have it, it's no more strategic. They got to think of something new. Again, another thing is to differentiate your product. People, especially, look at it. Look at the fashion industry. Now the way first used to go by, they lost in blast there, unique color. But this time the people can face the blast there, you can see one dozen, all of them slightly different. Before when you go by share, you see dozen, they see. If they're black, red, or you see some red, some black. But right now they can do the tie and dye in a way that you can see some of them just unique. Because they have come to realize that human being. And let me tell you the truth. Human being like new to you. So that's something they can just have it, somebody can just take it and change it and bring it back because it look new to take it. And that is human nature, actually. So differentiating your product is a good thing to do. Differentiating your product is slightly linked to enhancing your product. Differentiating your product means to come up with a new one, different from the existing one. To enhance a product means to look at the existing one and put some additional features on it. They are related, but there's a difference. That's the difference I just said. Enhancing the product, an existing product is what upgraded. A differentiated product is means you come in with different one, different from the first one. And I spoke about establishing alliance. It's another initiative. It's where you partner with people that you do related business. And by doing that, you achieve synergy. I already told you what was synergy. And by doing that, you are able to operate at a cheaper cost. And people, and not only that, because I know that when I travel, I will need a hotel. If you tell me, oh, when you buy a ticket through us, you will get access to a hotel. That would be a reason why I will buy a ticket through you. Because most times in a strange country, you don't want to be moving from one place to another. And then I talk about lock-in supplier or buyer. A company can gain advantage if it can lock in either the supplier or buyer, making it economically impractical for supplier or buyer to deal with competitor. I just told you about, and again, I want you to think about technology. So let's assume when you buy a product from us, we send you, before you reach your office, there's a website you can go and see whether it's being transported. When you take it from the warehouse, you see it. That is enhanced. Even when you deposit it to your warehouse, we can monitor it for you. If we can use technology to do that, we log you in. I just tell you a non-technological aspect of cassava today. When the woman to all the people that can bring cassava, or they can bring it and give it all before we go for the money. But we knew we're not ready for that. So that supplier was locking our woman in. Because our woman not get money to buy, she didn't say pay. But we're not ready to do pay. Pictures speak better. This is a picture depicting what we just said. You see the barrier? You see the wall, you build barrier. For the man to go, you got to climb that step. While climbing that step, you will fall. Reducing cost. You see the dollar sign changing? Yeah.
Chief, please go over that thing a little bit. My makeup buffing, I had to recharge. I was not in just now, sorry.
Emmanuel was saying the recording. Luckily, it's recorded. We'll share the recording.
We listen to the recording, Chief.
Okay, thank you.
So what was, again, maybe we'll just talk briefly about them here because they are all in this diagram now. So you see the picture. So you see logging in your supplier. You see the key. When you log them in, they can't just kind of open, they need a key. Alliance, you work together as a business. Enhancing your product. You see the old one, the better one there. Differentiating your product. The one where Jeff Klum said, but the one is like, it look a bit sexy, and you know. Yeah. So again, all these initiatives are explained in detail here. And I want you to take your time and read on it. Then I will come to somebody that actually make use out of this. The next thing we are going to talk about is creating and maintaining strategic information system. It is not just about creating strategic information system. If you can't maintain it, it's useless. So your strategic information should be a work in progress. So when Montana Key with the School Connect, we saw some smaller companies here doing it. But when they add more feature, all the schools there are Montana. Now they coming out, they all go another step further. So a strategic information system can be created, can be modified. So sometimes just by modifying an existing information system, yes, it's also a strategic information system. Listen to this. This is very important. To be a strategic information system must be two important things. It must serve the organization goal, and it must collaborate with other functioning units of the company. So you don't just do something out of the blue. It should be aligned to the goal of the organization. We'll talk about that in IT governance in other classes. and should collaborate with other functioning area of the organization. And make sure strategic information system have the support of your manager for it, because it needs some funding and it needs to be sold and adopted by everyone. It should be part of the organization plan. Listen to this. You should ask the question to determine whether to develop a new strategic information system or enhance the existing one, and estimate the financial benefit of it. This is very important. If we are going to develop a strategic information system, the benefit from it, we can't get it. No need to waste money. These are some questions to ask in a typical system idea generating meet and section. This is how things start. These are the kind of questions that a cross section of teams sit down to ask themselves before they make a decision whether to do something. What would be the most effective way to gain competitive advantage? Business is all about getting advantage. Somebody will say, if we are able to talk to our employee and our customer in a ready manner, it will give us advantage. And somebody will say, how do we do that? In fact, what do you mean by that? So maybe one of the employees will say, like for example, we are students, look at us, stars. If we can make online learning, we can sit home, our students don't have to pay way and go and have this. How do we do it? Let's get them Zoom. Let's get them the school connect software with the online platform. Then the stars management will say, yeah, this looks like something we should go by, because it will give us edge. We'll be the, and I'm telling you, take my word, 3 months from now, most school will come to this. And I can tell you, I was in a privileged meeting with the university president, with our university president, about a month ago. He had not supported this. I know a little bit over a month ago. He had not supported this idea, because the question he had back then, which I will not tell you here, but I think now that question is answered. And all school will find a way to answer that question, because this way, this is the way to go. So some of the questions you ask yourself, what will the development effort be economically justified? This is a natural question. To say something is economically justified, mean one, do we have the money for it too? When we put the money there, we'll get it back? Yes, the finance guy will ask this question big time. That's why I was telling you, your technical man don't have to be technical. He brought the idea about the solution, but he needs to be able to play this crucial role. You have to present this technical thing in a way that is understandable to the businessman that will release the money. If you don't have that leadership and that business skill, he can't do that. You'll be sitting down with a technical idea that will never go anywhere. That's why to answer a question that someone asked me today, from where I sit now, you need a business skill move, but it's good to start with a technical skill. And then a question to ask, how long it will take for our competitor to do the same? Because it's not a strategic information system, but as soon as our competitors start doing it, then it's not. So if we do it, how long it will take them to do it? These are good questions to ask. And look at the question I almost spoke about earlier. If we don't do it, what will happen? You see, when Lone Star decided to buy Comium, that was one question they asked themselves. If we don't do it, what will happen? It means somebody else will come and buy it. Are we prepared for a third competitor to come in the market? The answer is no. Because anybody else that will come in to buy might be somebody that have big pocket, they have money. And one of the things that changed the way Orange doing everything was, Second doing everything was because Orange King was money. They invested. They took 3G to almost all the country capital. Now one of the edge Rooster over there, they have more coverage. So the new competitor came and expand their network. So they have some players they don't want to start, they just come and buy and expand. So that was one of the questions Rooster asked themselves. What's the risk of not doing such system? The risk is that we don't do it, we can't do it. And when somebody else come and do it, we have to doing this. Very good question. If we don't develop this software, can we achieve that? The same aim with other means? These are some questions that go in the think tank. Take note of them. There's 6 of them. What's the most effective way to gain competitive advantage? Then ideas come up. Is this doable? Do we have the money? Is it cost effective? Is there a risk if we don't do this? What's the possibility of our competitor doing this? Is there another way of doing this? These are questions to ask.
Yeah, Mr. Carter.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, this James Colley. To be a
Yes.
CIO, meaning if you have the technical skill but not ready, and then what I observe from the entire discussion is that you should have a good marketing skill where you will always search for the weakness of your competitor, because it is the weakness of the competitors will help you to improve your system, right? Because if you realize that, say for example, you have Lone Star component in Liberia, and you observe that Lone Star is giving mobile money, but then with a high tax reduction, and then you come into with the same company, you give him mobile money, but then if Lone Star is taking $10 from $100, then you take $5 from 100. So meaning you have more ideas on marketing. That's why I foresee. You see the just the other skill, but I do believe that the marketing skill is high in this case. That's my analysis, sir.
Yeah, so I will call it not only marketing but business skill.
Yeah, but it's everything is around business. Thank you.
Okay.
Finish portfolio.
Okay, so there's a practical example about a company called Blue Jet. And there are actually some guys that always take the lead. Right now, Blue Jet, they are one of the plane airlines that have decided to redesign their seating arrangement. So the way when you sit down in plane, the seat there can be congested. They are reconfiguring their seating arrangement right now. So Blue Jet is one of the guys that actually use information system to get competitive advantage as early as those days. And we have two examples here, both. One of them was Blue Jet, and one of them was Ford. Blue Jet succeeded and Ford did not succeed. So in the next session, we'll see what Blue Jet did and why they succeeded, and what Ford did and why they didn't succeed. Blue Jet is an airline. That way we have Kenya Airways, but they travel mainly in North America. I saw some of their planes when I went to the US in 2017, but I didn't sit in them. I saw them to some of the airport. They are there. They are there. And Ford is also an American manufacturer. They produce, I think they are the third vehicle manufacturer in the world, if not fourth, third or fourth, right? So General Motors, Toyota, I think it's Toyota, General Motors, and Ford. Ford produced more cars. I think they are the second biggest car manufacturer in the US and maybe third or fourth in the world. They are the second in the US. General Motors is first, Ford is second in the US. But in the world, Toyota, I think Toyota Togo was the #1 car manufacturer for General Motors about 4 years ago. Toyota produced more cars than any company. Now, some of the things that General Motors did, that Blue Jet did. Blue Jet is an airline company that entered formally. The airline is a very competitive market. But they entered there with great success because of certain things they do. Some of the things they did was what? They went straight there. They were the first to go to ticketless. You don't need ticket. You don't buy a ticket. You just buy your ticket online. They give you your code. You go to the airport, sit down there. Sorry? Hello? Hello? Somebody was asking you something.
You breaking in, Mr. Cotto.
What's up?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Just continue.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, for me, I get.
From my end, I'm getting clear.
Okay, I was saying that Blue Jet is one of the companies that actually went into a very tense market and made a great success due to the help of information system. Some of the things they do specifically with the help of information system is that they move to what we call ticketless travel. You just buy your ticket online and you just go. You don't have to go and you just print it or you just go. You don't go and buy a ticket for anybody and have a physical card. Their processes. Even they did voice over IP. If you go to all their branches, they did voice over IP. And by doing that, they reduce costs and they improve services. And that gave them edge. So they have a very good success story. They develop a software called OpenSky software to automate ticket handling. They avoid travel agent and their fees. If you get travel agent, who tell you that ticket you can buy, small can go to them. The travel agents get their percentage, they get their commission. So BlueJet reduced all that. No travel agent, you just go online, you buy their ticket, and then because of that, they were able to reduce their ticket cost because they were not paying any third party any money. They also did voice over IP. When they're talking to themselves, among themselves, they don't have to pay MNOs. They don't have to pay service providers. They save money by doing that. Encourage internet flight booking by customers. Customers go online, book their flight. And they had a maintenance system, information system used to log airplane parts and time cycle for replacement. Listen to that. So even their whole plane, the maintenance was, they have a software that will say this thing is ready for service. It's not just that it will be ready in 3 months and maintain this part. No, there's a software that will alert them. That's how much they automated. So they did massive automation. They're reducing paperwork, doing everything. They move away from tradition. And one of the things they do they did in their flying, like there's actually something they fly in what we call hop and scope matter. What that means is that sometimes smaller plane can also match somewhere, then a big plane carrier. They didn't do that. They did point to point. Look at they even using the tech. So a plane leave from here to this plane from that, but that's yeah. So that and they focus on the profitable route. Those are some of the things. So they keep the flight manual on laptop. No magazine, everything. You go in the thing, everything on board. Paperless cocktail. Even the pilot, all their manual are digitized. So they save pre-flight time. They reduce weight on the plane because unnecessary things were not there. And that gave them the edge. They use biometric for authentication and authorization. So even on the plane, the pilot, then they use biometric to get their authentication and authorization to move the plane. All their flyers were what? Paperless. So technology actually helped them to better their service. Some of the things they also did are they have letter service, letter seat, people like letter seat, or their plane, letter seat, real-time in-flight television. They give you television on flight, they give you internet connection. On-board schedule department arrival, you see it there. These things are not normal things, but it was BlueJet that brought it. Fewer mishandling of bags and industry because everything was computerized. So because of that, BlueJet faced 78% of their seat, while their competitor was filling just 71. So for every seat on the plane, 100 seats on the plane that were BlueJet, about 78 of them were occupied. But the average competitor was occupying only 71. So if you are selling every ticket for $100, BlueJet would sell 7,800, while you would be selling just 7,100 of ticket. That was an advantage. Okay. There is a term called late mover. Some businesses are high risk takers. Some of them, they don't like to take risks. They like for other people to go. When it's successful, then they move in. When you come in later, we call you late mover. You enter the market later than other competitors. So you don't take initiative. You go into a tested market, a tested product. Yes. And that's how the Chinese are. There's something in development we call research and development. There's every product you see, like the way you see their plane there, their laptop there, their iPhone there, there's a unit. These are the most brilliant people. They call them research and development unit. They are sitting down thinking about new way. China don't spend a lot of money on that. They wait when the other people face it, they just take and re-engineer, redesign it, which is not good. Because it's because of the index capitalism. That's why the world have reached to where it is. Because people are rewarded for knowledge. But if people copy their thing, you don't get any patent, you go, you produce it. If the world were not straight on that, we wouldn't have been where we are with kind of innovation we've seen. Because people know that when they come up with a new idea, they break it through. Look at this. I tell you before, about 15 years ago, the 10 richest people in the world were either people that are in real estate, people that are into petroleum. But I can tell you. Hello? Yeah?
Yeah, we get you.
Yeah, we get it. We'll wrap up. Okay. So, late movers are people that really move and that don't take initiative. They are afraid. But again, some people that are on a business strategy. You know, there's a saying in French that says, "Qui ne risque rien ne perd rien." The person that don't risk anything don't lose anything. But the person that take risks, when they get in, they give more. So late mover don't take risks. They just happen when the market is successful to go there and do what they can do. So that was the success story of Blue Jet. Ford, on the other hand, they didn't analyze very well. They wanted to remove the middleman because they had said Blue Jet remove middleman. They said they wanted people to buy cars straight to them without dealer. For Great Failure Initiative was undertaken by a guy called Jacques Nazer. He looked like an Arab American. And he has to leave the job. It cost him a job. And listen to this, Ford failed because of lack of attention to detail. They were unable to predict customer or businesses pattern, the way they were going to respond. Because you see, the dealers were playing a very crucial role. The dealer come in, they take the car and they pay over time. You Ford, do you have that chi? You are just a manufacturer. The dealer going to take car from you. You will not deal with them. But you know, in America, the people, you don't get money and you go back out at you. You take a car and they pay small. So the dealer take all that headache. You Ford, you don't know. The people only take a car, they pay your money. So you say you want to deal with out there, and it fall back to you. So, and they were going to use information systems to do that. People go on the website, buy their car, do this, and it didn't work for them. So I will, and then there's something called bleeding edge. Let me just see where we are. Yes. Bleeding edge, take that term. Bleeding edge is a failure occurring because company trying to be on the leading edge. You see, to be on the edge means you are always the top. But when the edge turns out to lead to failure, then we call that type of edge bleeding edge. I will wrap up here and I will stop here today and take questions from you. We'll meet next week. We'll take the first 10-15 minutes and summarize what we learned today. Then we'll move to hardware and software in business technology. We will not be doing supply chain. So I'll take questions from you guys. It's almost after 8.
Yeah, my question.
Yes, question number 1. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Yusuf V. Sion. Yusuf V. Sion.
Okay, Yusuf, move.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
Yeah, you said Blue Jet disregard intermediation or secondment in party before can reach a customer. Can you tell me? Can you tell me the reason why Blue Jet disregard middleman?
Because they realized that they could do without them, and they could do without them without affecting the customer. They also realized that when they were in a society that was America, almost everybody have internet. They're in Liberia, you can't do that now. So the real point is that the middleman, when they say 100 tickets for them, they were paying them. They were paying the middleman. The reality is that the ticket you buy in are actually Blue Jet ticket, but all the men and the travel agent there, they are the one Blue Jet said no need for them. Just go online, you buy your ticket from them. They realize that most of the people that travel in the US who are computer literate, most of them have access to the internet. So they say, but the men, we can forget about them. So they were the one that moved to what we call ticketless traveling. You buy a ticket and send you soft copy. You print it out, you go to the airport.
Yeah, but what is convenient?
It was convenient. Tell me, it was even more convenient. What is wrong with you saying down to your house and just buying your ticket? What's the inconvenience?
Thank you.
And now, I thought the question you were going to ask was, why Ford to try to do away with our intermediate and they failed, and Blue Jet there with our intermediate and they succeeded? It's because Ford did not scan their market very well. They didn't understand the importance of the middleman. Look at everything the middlemen were doing. They knew that they could do it without it affecting the business of the customer. What Ford did not do, because they also wanted to do away with middlemen. Those guys that you go and they sell car to you. They were between the manufacturer and the user. First they wanted, but they didn't know that the middlemen were playing a crucial role in the American society. People buy a car without no money. You just have a good credit rating. You go to there, you take car, you can make XYZ when they get the car. They will take the responsibility to track you. So Ford did not put in place mechanism to control all of this. But that was still going to be going to hire more people or work with the business.
Yeah, Mr. Gada.
It didn't work for them. Next question. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr.
Hello,
Gada.
Mr. Godo. How you doing?
What's your name?
I'm Ibrahim B. Kamara.
Abraham, let's go.
Yeah,
Abraham, hold on.
Yeah.
Abraham, hold on. Who will be the next person? Who has questions after
sorry.
Abraham?
James,
Okay, James will be the next. Who is next? I have
Hello,
Abraham.
Amadou Diallo.
Okay, Amadou will be the third. So let's start with Abraham. Abraham, let's go.
All right. Mr. Godo, I would like to ask a question. I want
Hello,
to
Abraham.
know the, yeah. Are you getting me, Mr. Godo? Hello?
James calling, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm getting you, sir.
Hello?
Yeah. Mr. Godo, are you getting me?
Hey.
I'm leaving the answer.
I'm getting Mr. Gada.
Hello?
That's all, man.
Mr. Godo.
No, bro.
Everyone ask questions. To get the point. Mr. Godo. Mr. Godo.
Amadou Diallo.
Hello?
My brother never ready.
Hello?
Mr. Godo is on the line.
My brother left.